And I like to give a shout out to my niggas with the game plan. And shout outs on my niggas with escape plans. 20 bands, rain dance. We can either rain check or we can make plans. Pockets loaded, rocket loaded, okay, let's rock and roll.
I think we're pretty good to go. I think we're good. Hello, welcome to Amber's Escape. I've been trying to do this video for a little while now because I get this question a lot, like how do you travel, like what do you do specifically, when do you plan, how do you find time to get this done. I'm talking vacation time, all that, because I do work a full-time job. I do have a 9 to 5, and you just gotta get it done. Is someone not gonna get their animal? I feel like if I talk, he's gonna just keep barking. Like, I don't even know what to do right now. We're gonna try to get through this. Anyways, y'all wanna know, y'all been asking, I'ma tell. How do you travel? What do I do? How do I get it done? With the full-time job, because nothing's cheap out here unless you really search hard and make it cheap, because it is a possibility and it's not impossible. You just have to have the willingness to be smart about the decisions that you make, and that's the only thing I try to give. That's the only advice I really try to give off when it comes to actually looking for travel. So firstly, when it comes to booking things, I look at my 3 different apps. I have Skyscanner, which gives you a lot of options as far as different routes to take, and it'll definitely find the cheapest route. You can also type in go anywhere and it'll give you the month that you want to go in, and it'll tell you the cheapest place to go. So I think that is, if you just want to travel, if you just want to go anywhere, it can be within the states, it can be outside of the states. Skyscanner is a great place to go because it'll at least tell you the options that you have. Say you want to book something in February, you don't know where you want to go in February, but you have vacation time in February. Skyscanner is going to tell you the cheapest place you could go. So that's something you could really utilize and build a good time frame as far as when you're trying to travel, how much you're trying to spend, and get an estimate off that, because you're planning. If you want last minute, you're gonna have last minute fees. That's really all it comes down to, the fees and how much they're gonna try to charge you, because they know you're trying to get where you're trying to go. Secondly, I also use Skip Lagged. Skip Lagged is really good because they have special rates. They have their own special rates that they'll give you in little gimmicks and things of that sort. Like, say when I went to New Orleans, for example, on the way there, I think we flew Spirit or Delta, if I'm not mistaken. But on the way back, it gave us a route that really ended off in Baltimore. The stops were New Orleans, New York, connecting flight to Baltimore. All we had to do is make sure that we didn't check our bag. Read those things, because we checked our bag and my bag was in Baltimore. Thank God I have an aunt in Baltimore who is able to pick that up. Thank you very much, Stacey. But so basically, yes, so you just don't have to get onto the second flight, but it was the cheapest flight. So that was like points, like that was really good. I really appreciated that. Everything's all in the app, and it's really like a mini Expedia. It'll tell you, you pick, it takes you right to the checkout page, like on that actual flight. And sometimes, if you notice, it is sometimes better to book directly with a airline company instead of the external one. So I really do appreciate that, because I feel like I'm getting the cheapest price because I'm actually going through the airline. But just make sure you're very aware of the route that's set up, and if it says don't check your bag, don't just click yes and continue to do these things. Like, actually read the terms and conditions, guys, like, because then you're gonna come back to me and be mad. Don't do that. Let's see, I also like to use Hopper, because Hopper, as everybody probably knows, Hopper is really good for planning in advance as far as telling you when's the best time to book your ticket. When you're booking a ticket, you want to know that everybody has their own rhythm to it. Wednesday is the best day. Hopper's actually going to tell you when's the cheapest day they're going to actually try to give you a deal on it for. which I really appreciate. And it also just gives you, I also like Hopper to plan when I want to go on a trip, where I want to go, what are the prices now, what will they be, etc, etc. It's a really good planner because you can actually save those places that you want to go and flip through it and be like, oh, this, they just had a deal and this dropped down to this. It's really good with the alerts. So I really do appreciate that with Hopper. When it comes, so that's how I would say with the flights. Sometimes you really do get lucky with sitting next to people. Don't be picky. Like, that's unnecessary. Like, that's unnecessary funds. As long as you're getting there, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter at all. Like, I promise you. And so with that being said, I really want to go into Expedia and Airbnb, because I feel like when I first started traveling, those were my main two places I would go. Airbnb because it's cheap. When we stayed in Iceland, we stayed in a 1-bedroom because we did not plan on being in the 1-bedroom all the time. We just needed a place to rest our head. You don't need a full apartment, a full house, if you don't ever plan to be there. Just think. Think about how much time. I understand if you're going to a place like Jamaica or the islands or something of that sort, and you want a nice place because you're really going to be resting and staying on that resort. But if you're on an adventure, then there is no reason for you to have this extravagant house besides to be able to post on the gram. Would you not rather money for you to post all the things you actually did, not just where you stayed? Just think about it. Because then that actually tolls into the money of who you're staying with, how much everybody wants to put in for things, eating wise. If you guys haven't seen, go check out my Iceland vlog. We cooked every single day. Every single day we were in Iceland, we cooked because that's how expensive it was there, and we needed to survive. And when you think about it, if you want to save and travel, it's all about surviving. Sorry about that. It's all about surviving. It's nothing else. Like, you get to see how you can actually survive in certain situations based on how well you can survive under the circumstances. Because some people can't do that. Like, some people can't just, they can't do it. They'll freak out. Oh my God! No, that's not necessary. It's unnecessary. So when it comes to where you're going to be staying, be mindful of how much time you're actually going to be spending there. Just be aware. Like, be aware of whatever it is you want to do. Why'd you pick this place? What's the most beautiful place? How far is it? Are you gonna rent a car? Because personally, if you ever travel with me, we're renting a car and I'm driving that day. Okay? I don't care how long it's gonna take. I'm driving because I'm not getting on a tour bus. I'm not having to travel in packs. Like, I'm not doing that. So another tip, know who you're traveling with. See if that person is brave enough to travel and drive in a new country, because that's driving in Costa Rica, a trip. Driving in Iceland, a trip. But you get to see so much of things you wouldn't have noticed because you're worried about, oh, this bus smells, etc, etc. Oh, we got to get back on here. I really want to end the trip here. I don't want to go to the next few stops, but I have no choice because I'm obligated. When I'm on vacation, I'm not obligated to do anything I don't want to do. Nothing. Let's make that known. Anything I'm gonna do is because it's necessary and it's on my agenda. I will also say, speak to the locals. The locals know where it's at. When we were in Iceland, this lovely man, he told us about a Penis museum, and it was amazing. Like, we didn't understand people even cared about things like that, but they did.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, the camera's almost dying, so we got to hurry up. Alright, so I told you guys about my 3 apps. I told you to be realistic. Oh, these are some really good tips I found out via watching YouTube videos. Print a copy of your passport or physical ID. like, and take a picture of it, something, so that you at least have it and it's tangible to you. So if anything, also a really cool another update, you want to save, go on Ebates, because if you make an account with Ebates and then you buy something off of Expedia, you get cash back for it. Cha-ching, cha-ching. I thought that was really cool because it's necessary. Who doesn't want money back for just shopping online? Get it done, people. Download your music beforehand. I've had so many friends be like, I can't listen to music. I can't because it's not downloaded. Not all my songs. So download your music before you get on the plane. Also, if your car rental company ever offers you like a SIM card where you can have internet, that's probably the best thing you could ever do. In Iceland, we had unlimited internet. Do you understand what that's like? That you don't need that, because you need your GPS. If I'm driving, I need my GPS. It's just, and also, fun fact, I learned you can download a map of your country, and it is, I know we live in a world where it's very digital and it's very based off of GPS, but learn how to read a map. Take some fundamental things down and know your surroundings, because at one point we did live in a world where that stuff didn't exist. So try to bring that back, because it's very fundamental and it'll help you out, especially if you don't know the language. I just want to tell you guys, just to plan ahead. Like, everything I did this summer was planned ahead. Every concert that I did was planned ahead. Caravana, costumes, everything was planned ahead of time. We were in the wintertime planning for this stuff. Like, by February we were thinking about it. January, February we were thinking about it. March. So if you want to have a lit summer, plan for it. If you want to have a little summer, don't call off of work in the winter just because you got a little. Save that vacation time. Save those sick days. Save your holidays for the summer, because you want to be able to go and not worry about it. I was able to do so much stuff because I didn't take one day off in the wintertime. I saved all that to the summertime, baby. And then when the weekends came, and it was like, how do you have all this time? Because you ride through the winter and stunt through the summer. And realistically, I just want to stunt all year long. So that's the journey I'm going on, and I want you guys to be able to experience that along with me. I want you guys to be able to strive, because you don't need someone else. Like, Iceland was $300. The airplane tickets round trip, $300. That's possible. Like, and just pick your friend. And I don't even want to go into solo traveling because I haven't done it yet, so I can't speak on it. But I do follow someone. Her name is Hey Sierra, and she's phenomenal inspiration for solo travel. So once I do a solo trip, then I'll be able to shed more light into my experience about how I feel about it. But for the meantime, go check out Hey Sierra, because she's killing it. Like, she is living her dreams right now, and isn't that what anybody wants? Like, everybody wants that. So from Amber's escape to your own escape, I would just like to have you guys continue to join with me, and I'm gonna continuously be putting out content based on travel, a few other things as well, but we're gonna keep those visuals under wraps until they come out. And don't be afraid. Like, don't say it's not possible, because anything is possible. You just gotta put your mind to it. And when you figure it out, it's so gratifying. When you come back home safe, it's so gratifying, because these are experiences no one's ever going to be able to take away from you. And just be smart. Don't rush it, because if you're rushing, you're going to end up broke. Like anybody with the business, you rush things, you're going to end up broke. Don't rush your travel. Strategically plan it out. 6 people say they come in and it only comes down to 2. Oh well, baby. They don't know what they missed out on, and that's okay. But like I said, get out and travel, guys. even if it's within the state, like it's necessary. Like it's necessary for you guys to travel. Like if you guys enjoyed this, if you guys want some hair videos, because I did do these myself. If you guys want any more, if you want me to be specific and actually plan out a trip while I'm online with you guys, I have no problem doing that. Let's see. Tell me what else you guys want to see. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I feel like I'm missing something else. What type of escapes do y'all want to see? Y'all want to see me jump out of a plane? Because I plan on doing that in January. Mark my words, okay? What else? Let's escape together. Tell me about your escapes. Tell me somewhere you've been wanting to escape to so bad, but don't really know how to start, or don't have anybody that wants to go with you. Give me something to go off of. So, on that note, thank you for coming to Amber's Escape, and I hope you enjoy the ride, because we ain't over, baby. We ain't done, baby. So much noise. Anyways.
Get it? Text him.